Are you a Scrum Master? Do you know the difference between sprint review, sprint retrospective? As we know, we end each sprint with these two important events, the sprint review and the sprint retrospective. Which one should we do first? What is the importance? What's the difference between the two? Should we involve the entire team? Should we even invite the product owner to the sprint review, to the sprint retrospective? There are many questions, and in this video, I'll walk you through some of the important differences between these two very important events for the Scrum team. So, let's join in. Sprint review as an event should be owned by the product owner. This is the forum for her to do the show and tell, explain the business scenarios, priorities, and value, as well as working in collaboration with the team, showcase the functionality that was built by the team. On the other hand, sprint retrospective is owned by the team. This is where the team is going to reflect on the sprint that just completed. Look at the sprint objectively and look at it from different angles as to what worked, what needs adjustments, what are the areas where we can improve. So, as a group, as a team, we are looking as to how we can get better. Audience is the stakeholders. Now you may ask, who is the stakeholders here? Stakeholders are anyone and everyone who is interested in the product, who is interested in looking at the progress the team has made, who is interested in looking at the functionality being built. So, the sprint review is open to anyone and everyone who is interested in looking at the functionality and providing their feedback. On the other hand, sprint retrospective is only for the team members. No outsiders are allowed. Again, it is only for the team members. As they say, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Similarly, whatever is discussed in the sprint retrospective should stay within that room. The intent at sprint review is showcase the product, showcase the functionality. Number two, get feedback, as in get feedback from the stakeholders. And then the third aspect of it is to get validation, get confirmation, validation that we as a team are working on the right stuff and are on the right track. We are also looking to leverage stakeholders' positions in the organization to tackle any impediments that we may have as a team. On the other hand, the intent at the sprint retrospective is to learn from what we as a team have done so far. Identify and recognize areas where we need to improve. Identify small improvements. Identify action items and commit as a team to doing it and improving as a team, as a group. In other words, sprint review provides a continuous feedback loop from the stakeholders, whereas the sprint retrospective provides continuous feedback loop for team within the team, providing opportunities for continuous learning and continuous improvement. With the sprint review, focus is on showcasing what an awesome job the team has done so far, showcasing the feature, the functionality of the product. It is one of the feedback loops built into the Scrum framework. So, along with the demo of the functionality, along with the demo of the feature functionality of the product, we are also soliciting the feedback from our stakeholders. We are also looking to leverage the stakeholders' positions in the organizations. in order to help the team resolve some of the impediments that they may be running into. On the other hand, with sprint retrospective, focus is on continuous learning, continuous improvement. We learn from each iteration and put that learning back into that loop and refine our approach with an intention to get better and better with each iteration. So with sprint retrospective, we are practicing relentless focus on learning and improving as a team. So what are the outcomes we are expecting from these events? The sprint review, one of the outcomes we are looking for is confirmation that we as a team are on the right track. And if not, identify corrective steps so we can get back on the right track. We may also identify additional product backlog items and or change in priorities based on the feedback that we get from the stakeholders. At the sprint retrospective, we are looking for what I call improvement stories. The team should aim for 10% improvement. Small improvements over a period of time makes a big difference. All right, let's look at some of the side benefits, the intangibles of these events. The sprint review helps the team gel together. Team will start taking the collective ownership of the product. The sprint review also helps us in establishing relationship, bond with the stakeholders. In fact, over a period of time, sprint review can help us in building a trusting relationship with stakeholders. The sprint retrospective is the locker room meeting as we discussed earlier. So it helps in team gelling. You will start seeing camaraderie. There is higher level of trust among team members. All right, one important aspect of these events that we should not miss, and that is the mindset. So let's look at what should be the right mindset going into these events. Going into the sprint review, the mindset should be done now is better than perfect. We want to show them working software, not just the documentation. There is no place for PowerPoint in sprint review. I would rather demo a working piece of software, working functionality. Doesn't have to be perfect. As we said, done now is better than perfect. We want to involve the entire team. Everyone from the team should be involved in the sprint review. How do we do that? For that, watch my other video titled 3-Stage Rocket for Sprint Review. Remember, review is more than just a demo. We are looking to get feedback, validation from our stakeholders. We are looking to share our progress. We are looking to share our impediments with the stakeholders. We are soliciting their support and soliciting their feedback. In essence, sprint review is a forum for us to showcase the awesome work the team has done. The mindset going into the sprint retrospective should be that we can always learn. We can always improve. So, sprint retrospective should start with that prime directive for the retrospective. We can always improve as a team. So work as a team. Sprint retrospective is not aimed at any individual. It should not become just a bitching session, but rather we are looking at how the sprint went and finding opportunities for improvement. So the mindset going in to sprint retrospective should be of continuous learning, continuous improvement, and working as a group. Now you know the differences. Both are equally important for the team. With this additional knowledge now, can you make these events much more effective, impactful, and productive for your team? What are the 3 things that you can do to help your team in making these events much more productive for them.